adding and subtracting positive and negative integers. Yeah, it's spelled wrong up here. I didn't make this. Now, I put that adding and subtracting is harder than multiplying and dividing. And it is, because multiplying and dividing follows one rule, while adding and subtracting follows different rules. Now, this is an explanation on why you add and subtract this. Now, or how you add and subtract this, and why we do it this way. Once you develop easier patterns, feel free to use it. So let's begin with adding integers. So with adding integers, I'm going to use a number line. Okay? So 8 plus 2. We've all done that before. 8 plus 2, right? 2 positive integers. What you're really doing is you're starting at 8 and you're jumping on the number line twice. 1, 2, ending on 10. Pretty simple to do, something that we've done naturally. Now, when there's 2 negatives, we're going to start here again, but since we're adding -2, we're going to move to the left 2. So 1, 2, and that brings us to -10. And this is fairly simple to do when you have 2 negative integers. It's a little bit more complicated when you have a negative and a positive. Okay? Again, we're going to start with the first number, and that's at -8. Then we're going to add 2. Adding positive goes to the right. So we're going to go twice. 1, 2. And that brings us to -6. Okay? And it works the same way with the last one. We start at 8. And then we add -2, which means we go to the left twice. 1, 2. And that ends at 6. Now, this is a fairly primitive way of adding positive and negative integers. You'll start developing this subtraction mode, keep the larger one, and people are going to give you that advice. But this is a great place to start to understand why we're adding this way. Okay? And with subtraction, it's about the same thing, but we have to make a little twist. Okay? With subtracting, right, we don't want to leave it as subtraction. We want to change it to addition. So, a great method is known as the KFC method. KFC, which stands for keep, flip, and change. Okay? So that means the first number we're going to keep. So we kept it. We kept it a 7. This one we're going to flip. So a subtraction becomes an addition. Flip it. This right here, this is a positive 10. So we're going to change it. Okay, we're going to change it to its opposite, which is -10. You'll notice we're going to be adding now. And we're going to be adding a positive integer with a negative integer. Just follow the same number line sequence, or if you found out some nice shortcuts, use that. But we're ultimately going to get to -3. And it works the same when you have a negative number at the end. We're going to keep the first one, keep, we're going to flip this, flip, and we're going to change this. -6, we're going to change it to its opposite, which is +6, and 3 plus 6 is 9. Now, feel free, go ahead and take some time to work on these problems right here, okay? I'm going to pause for 5 seconds so you can pause the video, then I'm going to review the answers. Double check that you did it correctly, because knowing how to do it is more important than actually getting the answers.